What's going on, guys? Austin here, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. So this game is kind of controversial. A lot of people have been calling it Aaron Rodgers' worst loss of his playoff career. Now, I do not disagree that this was a terrible loss, especially when you only score 10 points. It's not a good look. However, I think it's being slightly overstated. I think it's just remembering him losing against the Buccaneers, losing against the 49ers the previous time, losing against the Giants after going 15-1, blowing the either divisional round or I think it was the NFC Championship, blowing the NFC Championship against Seattle, all those losses piling up, losing to San Francisco in the Jim Harbaugh era, now losing in the Kyle Shanahan era. When it piles up, each additional loss makes them all look worse. But one of the things I'd like to go over here is why the loss isn't as bad on the surface as it might seem on the surface. So 13-10, right? Meaning that Aaron Rodgers needed 14 points to win, and he couldn't. Jimmy G threw for 131 yards and an interception. Aaron Rodgers threw for 225 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Over on the side here, we see that the 49ers had 212 total yards, very balanced, 106 passing yards, 106 rushing yards. Packers had 263 total yards, meaning that only 42 yards were gotten outside of Aaron Rodgers. Some stats that I want to show you here in the middle. You see that Green Bay allowed 5 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. They missed a field goal. They allowed a blocked field goal. They allowed a blocked punt, which went back for a touchdown. Now, the main reason why I want to say that this was not a horrendous loss for Aaron Rodgers is the way that these drives ended. You can say, oh, you only needed 2 touchdowns, you couldn't get it, but let's take a look at this. So Green Bay's first drive ended in a touchdown, right? They had 12 total possessions. One of them went for that touchdown. It was that first one. Another one went for a field goal. That's how they get 10 points. Now let's take a look at how the other 10 possessions went. There was one fumble. There was a missed field goal. There was a blocked field goal. There was a blocked punt that gave San Francisco a touchdown. So fumble by, I believe it was Mercedes Lewis. The missed field goal, obviously, the blocked field goal, and the blocked punt. Let's assume that fumble doesn't go for a touchdown, but it goes for a field goal, right? And let's assume that the field goal doesn't get blocked. And let's assume that the field goal doesn't get missed. That's 9 points. So that's 19 points taken off the board that Aaron Rodgers can't control. 6 at worst, because the 2 field goals you just make them. Then there was a blocked punt. Now they were back, but you shouldn't be giving up blocked punts, blocked field goals, and missing kicks, right? Now there's 5 more possessions that you can say that Aaron Rodgers should have accounted for. Each of those 5 possessions ended on a sack and or a penalty. Well, not and some of them also ended on penalties. So Aaron Rodgers got penalized, not Aaron Rodgers, but like a receiver would jump off sides or something like that on second down. So Aaron Rodgers had a 3rd and long, and then he got sacked on that 3rd down. Or the other way around, Aaron Rodgers got sacked on second down, so now he had a 3rd and long. They got penalized, so then it's basically like 3rd and 25, and you're not even trying to convert that one anyway. There was only 1 possession in the entire game, 1 out of 12, where they went 3 and out and just missed on executing the game plan, which is the reason why I say that the loss isn't as bad as it seems. This San Francisco 49ers team is a team that everyone said, they're healthy, they're going to get back into the Super Bowl. Remember, they were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago with this exact same squad, only now they have a slightly improved secondary because they have guys like, Jaquiski Tartt, who, even though he dropped the interception against the Rams in the NFC Championship game, he's got veteran experience. Nick Bosa's back. He's one of the best playoff performers from the defensive end position we've ever seen. You've got Kyle Shanahan, who can just create running yards out of nowhere, rushing yards. They don't exist, and then they do exist with him. Deebo Samuel, who can seemingly do everything on the football field. This San Francisco 49ers team was a good team. They just happened to be playing in the best division in football, so they couldn't win it. The San Francisco 49ers team is significantly better than people give them credit for. Now, the Packers had all the ability to beat this team because they did, but it took a 42-second drive for a game-winning field goal, at home against the Green Bay Packers, and it could have happened again, but their defense and their special teams showed up to play. I'd like to assume that this game should have ended 19-7, but unfortunately for the Packers, it ended 13-10. And then, we've got that Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, exiting the playoffs early once again to the San Francisco 49ers for, I believe, what is now the fourth time. All right, guys, let me know what you think about that game. Is Aaron Rodgers to blame for it? What's the percentage? Is it 10, 30, 50, or 100%? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date on all of our future content.